Dim sum is the ultimate way to enjoy brunch. Beyond the dumplings and the steamed foods, there's some seriously delicious sweets too. One particular sweet inspired this next drink. Hang out a little bit and let me show you how to make this Chinese dessert-inspired cocktail called the Zhima Old-Fashioned. Zhima means sesame in Mandarin and is one of the main flavor components in this cocktail. The inspiration behind this cocktail is actually this sesame ball dessert that's filled with red bean paste called jiandui. It's very common in dim sum restaurants and also bakeries. And to make this cocktail, we're gonna have to learn this really cool and this really trendy technique that you find in a lot of cocktail bars, and it's called fat washing. Fat washing is a process where an oil, such as bacon fat or butter, is added to an alcohol and let rest for a few hours. The mixture is then put into the freezer so that the oil mixture solidifies, making it easier to separate from the original spirit base. The flavor is infused into the spirit, adding complexity and depth. The dissolved oils also make the spirit smoother and gives it a richer mouthfeel. Common combinations that you can find at cocktail bars are bacon fat and bourbon, brown butter and rum, and coconut oil and tequila. For my cocktail, we'll be making a sesame oil infused Kavalan whiskey. To a jar, add 100 grams of Kavalan. Then add a sesame oil mixture that is 20 grams untoasted sesame oil and 5 grams toasted sesame oil. Let sit for 4 hours, shaking every once in a while. Then put the mixture in the freezer overnight. Remove from the freezer and then skim off the layer of oil on top and strain it into a container. Feel free to repeat this process to clarify the whiskey more. Let's make a Zhima Old-Fashioned. To make this, we'll need a mixing glass, so grab a mixing glass. And to that, we're going to add 2 ounces of our Sesame-Washed Kavalan. And then we're going to add a 1/4 ounce of our red bean syrup. To make this, I combined 1 part of the liquid from a can of red beans with 1 part sugar. And we're going to add 1 dash of vanilla bitters. And then we're going to add ice and then stir. Stir for about 45 seconds. Then grab a rocks glass. Mine already has a large ice cube in it. And then I'm going to use a julep strainer and strain it inside the rocks glass. And finally, I'm going to garnish it with flamed orange peel. I'm gonna trim this orange peel to give it a little bit better of a look. And I'm gonna put it inside the glass. And there you have that Zhima Old-Fashioned. All right, let's give it a taste. Yeah. Right away, up front, you get a nice strong sesame flavor that's not too strong. If I were to just use toasted sesame oil, I think it'd be too overpowering, but the combination of the two gives it a nice, strong sesame flavor without overwhelming the drink. So fat washing it takes away some of that burn. It makes the whiskey a little bit smoother and makes it feel rich. And then that red bean syrup, and besides adding a red bean flavor, it also kind of softens the whiskey a little bit and gives it a nice mouthfeel because it has a little bit of viscosity. It's a little richer, it's a little thicker syrup, so it's nice. The vanilla bitters comes through a little bit. It's subtle, but it kind of complements the sesame and the red bean really nicely. And that flamed orange peel on top just gives it this nice toasty orange aroma on the nose. So altogether, it actually works out pretty well. This drink's pretty good. I think you guys should make it. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll catch you guys on the next episode of Cocktail Notes. Cheers.